Good day, my people, my people, my people. My name is Chief Strongblood. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son. I am the diaspora machismo, my people. It was another beautiful day for protests, and I enjoyed every minute of my protest. Let me remind you, the front of my sign says, I don't want the white man's money, the white man's woman, the white man's friendship, or the white man's fame. And the back of my sign says, white man, why have you re-enslaved the African American, my people? There was nothing particularly interesting that happened that I should share with you. And you know, after I have finished protesting and I have bringing updates as to my protests, the only thing I really desire to do is to share with you something from the Most High God. And for the past few weeks, we have been dealing with who are the Caucasians. Two very pertinent lessons that I bring to you in this series, who are the Caucasians. I showed you that the Caucasians are responsible for demon possession in today's time and when Jesus was alive and walked the earth. And I show you that before the inception of the Caucasians in this era, all through the Old Testament, there were only one instance of demon possession. I also told you on Wednesday that the high divorce rate is as a result of the Caucasians. They are responsible for the high divorce rate. They understood that a community strength is based on the strength of the family. They understood that the family strength is based on the strength of both parents. And in order for them to destroy our communities, they must first destroy our families. And the easiest way to destroy a family is to destroy the parents. My people, let me tell you something. The Most High God is perfect in everything He do. He created man. He created everything in the existence of existence. It is He who ordained how things should work, and things works as He have ordained it. So the Most High have ordained how men and man must function on the earth in relation to each other. And in the scriptures, the Most High have given us the remedy to strong families by creating good, wholesome parental relationship. And in creating good, wholesome parental relationship, we are able to create strong families and even stronger communities. It was the Caucasians' objective to destroy the fabric of our families and our communities, and it started with the destruction of the parents. How did he do that? The Most High gave us some principles that parents should adhere to when they are starting a family. A man, the central figure in a family, should never get married to a woman who is not a virgin. Because according to Genesis chapter 3 verse 16, that a woman's desire will be to her husband, and her husband will rule over. That means a woman's desires will be to the man she first have sex with. The man who was instrumental in deflowering her, the man who took her virginity. And he is the only person who will be able to rule over her. What the Most High says have to come to pass. It was written and it was spoken by the Most High's own mouth. My people, in Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 13 to 30, we learn there that a marriage is a relationship between a man and a virgin. If you are getting married to someone who is not a virgin, it's not a marriage. And you, as a man who is willing to start your family, is not supposed to settle with a woman who is not a virgin, because her desires will not be towards you, and you will not be able to rule over her. Her sexual desires, her desires to please you, to make you feel happy, to help you become successful. You will not be able to satisfy her sexually because you are not her husband. You cannot satisfy her desires, and you will never be able to rule over her because she will become a rebellious woman. There is only one man who can rule over her, and that is the man who took her virginity. That is the man she will submit herself to. That is the man. There is no one else. It does not matter if you are handsome, and if she says she loves you, she might very well be in love with you, but she will not be able to submit to you because you were not the one who humbled her. This is clear facts. The Most I speak it have to come to pass. My people, in Genesis chapter 24, when Abraham was seeking a wife for his son Isaac, the instruction to Abraham's senior servant from Abraham was, go and find me a maiden for my son. A maiden is a young virgin. So when Abraham's servant found Rebecca was a young virgin. In verse 67 it says, when Isaac discovered that this is the woman who was betrothed to him, the woman who is going to bear his children and live with him throughout his life, Isaac took Rebecca's to his mother's tent. He had sex with her, and that is how they got married. My people, a marriage is not a ceremony in a church where a preacher or a pastor says he give you permission after you sign this document. A marriage is sexual intercourse between a man and a virgin. If your wife was not a virgin when you met her, she is not your wife. My people, I don't want to hurt anybody's marriage. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But this is just the reality. I have to prepare my people, the citizens of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, for when I return. Because we are going back to this format. None of our men in my St. Vincent will be married to a woman unless that woman is a virgin. Because we have to start building strong family. It is only with strong family we can have a strong community. And it is only when we have a strong community our nation is going to prosper. My people, if you are a pastor, a bishop, a leader of man, especially those who are leading men in the gospel, Ezekiel chapter 44 verse 22 says, a priest shall not marry a woman who have been divorced, a woman who is a widow, but he must marry a virgin from the child from the house of Israel. That means our people must marry Israelite virgin. So why aren't there any Israelite virgins in the churches so that the men in the churches can have a virgin for their wives? It's because the churches is an institution of the Caucasians. It's an institution that was set up to erode the fabric of black communities by first violating the young girls before they get an opportunity to get married. Anytime the Caucasians military go in any non-Caucasians country, you always hear instances of rape of the local women. Why? Because it is their MO to destroy any nation that is not like them. Even in Grenada, when there was the invasion, let me tell you something, people. Cubans were in Grenada for several years. You never hear an instance where a Cuban was responsible for raping a Grenadian woman. But when there was the invasion, the American army was there. Or let me say the American armed forces was there for a short period. And there were countless instances of rape that took place in Grenada. Some of which were reported, and others, the victims and their family were so afraid that they failed to report those instances of rape. Why? Because it is their intention to destroy your community so that your families can become dysfunctional. They can become slaves. They will control the slaves, and we will be their slaves forever. My name is Chief Strongblood. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son. I am the diaspora machismo. Have a happy weekend. Have a blessed Sabbath. And I'll talk to you soon.